I would love to see a clip, a reel cut together of all of the scenes where Joan has just left Peggy, Elizabeth Moss, with this look on her face like, what am I, how did that end up like that? Lizzie, she always has this look like she's been hit by a truck. She has.
Do you just have ice in your veins? I mean, can you just become that person when you're called upon to do so?
No, I mean, I promise you, I've never had an opportunity to play a character like this before. That was one of the reasons she was so exciting. And you know, in the pilot, she wasn't really icy. She was sort of bossy and wanted to be noticed and things like that. But as the scripts came, I still wouldn't call her icy.
No, I think
honestly, I mean,
she's an authority. That's really what you're seeing. And Christina can project that authority. She's just, that's what I always feel like. Is like, you know, what do you do? I mean, it's even in the show half the time. What do you do? Ask Joan. Don asked Joan. Joan knows what to do. And Joan, like even people who don't know what to do, will have an answer that sounds pretty good.
But I think also, Matt probably remembers very early on, I mean, the first season or two, the scripts would come out and I'd go to him and go, I can't believe she says something like that. Like how am I going to do it? I mean, it didn't really come naturally to me, and it took a lot of discussions with Matt and him explaining things to me, and it took a lot of work.
Well, I mean, you know, no one wants to play. Look, there's this whole likability thing that happens in television. You hear the word, and there's focus groups and stuff like that, and people, when they're asked to weigh in on things, will say, oh, I like that, I don't like that. And it's because they're asked. Their actual physical experience of entertainment is unrelated to whether, you know, not liking somebody does not keep you from watching something. You know what I mean? No one walks out and like, I hated Othello, that Iago, he's so unlikable. It's like, you know, that's his job. And, you know, your allegiances change in this show, but everybody sort of started to trust me at a certain point that they're going to commit to the fact that, you know, it's called anti-heroism or whatever you want to say. I think it's reality is what it is that the characters have good days and bad days, and sometimes you're on their side, sometimes you're on the other side, and you get to see some of them privately and other than privately, and everybody has a reason for why they're doing what they're doing, and whether it's bad or not, you know, when you see it from their eyes, maybe it doesn't seem that bad. And the one thing is, like, you know, there was some reassurance that had to happen early on, that when, you know, Joan is like basically telling Peggy, you know, you're not much to look at. Enjoy guys, you know, harassing you because it's not going to last long. You know, she's like, am I a bad person? I'm like, no, I think you're being very honest.